Welcome to On the Couch, a regular catch-up where we discuss the issues facing media, marketing and advertising and hopefully provide some solutions. Today on the couch we have Pradeep, who is the CEO of AUP IT. Welcome to the couch, Raja.
Thanks, Darren. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Raja, your business around IT is primarily, I guess, focused on things like cybersecurity. But what does cybersecurity actually mean for a business?
Cybersecurity is, if you ask 10 different people, they'll give you many different definitions. But just to keep it really simple, is the governance, risk and compliance framework around securing your data that's critical for growing your business, data that's come into your organization, and data that goes out of your organization. So it's the governance, risk and compliance framework around a data strategy.
That sounds like something that only a big corporation would really be across.
Absolutely, I hear that quite often, but we often find that the larger corporations have a chief information security officer or someone senior in charge of data security, and they have full-fledged teams to look after application security and data security. Whereas the small and medium-sized organizations, number one, don't even think about this as a risk. So there's a huge awareness piece just to bring it to a level of consciousness where they realize that, hang on, I'm at risk because the data that my clients have entrusted me with can be exposed, and that can cause brand and reputational damage. So yeah, it's a huge risk for SMBs.
But how big a problem? Is there a way of giving us a sense? Like, if I'm running a medium-sized agency, what are the chances I'm going to get hit by a cybersecurity breach?
Last year, about 63% of organizations in the US, and we've got data for Australia and the UK as well, and it's not dissimilar. 63% of digital advertising agencies got hit.
Wow.
And attacks range in sophistication from very simple hacking attempts, very crude hacking attempts, to very sophisticated phishing attempts, where staff are encouraged to click on certain links, and then that exposes the entire network. And let alone the threat from other malware that's just lurking within your environment, and there's no way of figuring out that it's in there, but it's logging all your keystrokes and finding information that's critical to your business, and then that's a whole different level.
So how should businesses protect themselves?
The number one thing before people jump into a reactive mode is to have a strategy, a common sense framework around governance, risk and compliance, understanding what data is critical to the reputation, to the running of the business, understanding what steps to take to secure the data that your clients share with you, and also understanding putting in place simple measures to prevent data from leaking out of your organization. And that could be and there's various ways you can do that.
It sounds quite complex. I mean, it's almost like you need to have some sort of specialist resource. If there's an agency watching this, a medium-sized agency watching this, what would you recommend to them to actually start that process?
Then I would say, give us a call, AUP IT a call.
AUP IT?
Yep. So we have specialist chief information officers who have gone through the pains of securing data for complex, large organizations, have worked with smaller organizations, understand the real-world risks of not adhering to certain standards and frameworks, understand what it looks like in practical terms, what implementing a security strategy looks like in practical terms for a small medium business.
It sounds almost like it's an opportunity to have that sort of big corporation thinking available to you on a smaller scale.
100%, and it's a must-have. It's not a nicety anymore. Small medium-sized organizations are more exposed and are much easier for cyber criminals to hack into. So they cannot ignore the this anymore, and they need to have specialists they can rely on to help them secure their environment.
Great advice, Raja. Thanks for joining us on the couch.
Thank you. Thanks, Darren.
And thanks for joining us on the couch. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned for more On the Couch coming very soon.